Hey guys, you're watching one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build Springfield. And today we're going to be building the Italian villa. Now, I'm not 100% sure what this house is actually from. Like, well, I know it's from The Simpsons, but I don't know, like, what episode it's from or who even lives there. I'm not sure. It's not Krusty's mansion. I know on the Tapped Out game, which this image is from, I know Krusty has a mansion that is the same colours and a very similar style to this, but it's not that one. This is just called Italian Villa. But it's a really cool looking house, so I thought, why not build it? Oh, I just want to cut down this one into thin ones to go around the front of the door, something like that. Okay, so let's work out a blueprint. I don't think we're going to be able to get the whole building done today, so we're going to at least do our usual sort of beginning and start on a blueprint of what we want and then go from there. So looking at the features on this building here, there's a clock at the top. Now for the clock, we're just going to put like a piece of white wool, a thin one, on like that, just to make it look like a clock. And if we're going to do that, then we want the front of this house here, the front of the first tower, the main tower, to be an odd number, so then the clock can be in the middle. Either that, or we make it an even number and then end up making the clock a 2x2. That would probably be the best. The clock will look bigger and it gives us obviously a 2x2 space for a door to go in on the ground floor, right here. Sounds marvellous. So then the door goes up. We're going to do a normal 3 high doors that we do on this world. And then I'm going to cover them up with this block here, just to give us that colour. Now, I know it's an arch on the picture. Arches don't work in Minecraft that well. I don't know if you've played Minecraft before at some point, but you might tell that they don't usually end up looking like arches. They end up looking like very poor attempts of arches. So let's start on this side. So we have a set of 2 windows. They're very thin windows, and for these very thin windows I've actually cut down lime. It's the closest colour that we have to the sort of shutters, and I think that looks okay. And obviously packed ice in the middle for our window itself. And then if we go around with these on all 4 sides, I think that would probably make a really nice thin looking window. It's a real shame that we can't get an arch for the shutters here, but then you've got to remember that the window itself isn't an arch, so it sort of it sort of makes sense. A sort of square shutters for square window. So we need another one in here, that one and that one. I'm doing it a little bit differently this time. I'm sort of starting at least to place the detail down as we go. I probably won't stick with this all the way through, but it just gives me a good idea in my head of what things are going to look like towards the end. Okay, so now we've got those 2 windows in. It then comes down a block, or in a block if you like, that then goes to this sort of extension section. However, I don't want to do that quite yet. I want to work out where the second floor is going to be. So we're going to place down a row of blocks along here, and then I've got these nice, I don't know what you'd call them. What is the name for them? Pillar blocks, which I think is a pretty close colour to what we want to wrap around. Oh yeah, it goes around here as well. Did I cut down? I did. Oh, are we going to go a whole episode from here without having to cut down another block? Probably not. Actually, that's a pretty good height, because if you look on the picture, this beam actually connects to the same colour surround around the door, so that actually is pretty... It shows that we're at least on track for being sort of correct dimensions. Okay, and then at the top here, we want... Ooh, I've sort of done that. Mind you, that's about right. That's about right. We want basically exactly the same as before. It looks to me like the windows on this story are bigger than the ones below, but I don't think they are. I think in the picture they're just square, therefore given the effect that it's larger. Because obviously, yeah, you guys know what I mean. So we're going to have to keep with the squares here, and we'll just do the same windows above. Like that. Beautiful house, though. A beautiful design building. This is going to look good no matter how you build it in Minecraft, if you stick to that shape and you copy this shape, even in vanilla Minecraft without any special blocks, if you stick to that shape, it'll look really, really nice. I can just tell everything is basically possible in normal Minecraft, for sure. Okay, so now we've got the height. We know that the roof will probably go on either on this block or on top of that block. That I'm not decided about yet, but we've got plenty of time to think about it. What we have now is another section on the side. Now, this block comes up a little bit high, or this section comes up a little bit higher than this post that comes down this side. Oops. So if we do that, we can see this on the picture. This bar wraps around, and it's just a little bit lower than what that block is there. So that works out great. And then we can place this along here, and we need to work out how many blocks wide we want to have before the window starts. I'm thinking probably 3. And then the window here. And then we have our shutters and our packed ice. Let's put it there, and then I can keep them all on, all on my hotbar. So that goes there. And then, oh, it's still tight though, isn't it? Because we need the bar to go along the bottom here. But that connects to the window, which might be our only option. Or we lift the window up another block. Let's try lifting the window up another block. I knew this part was going to be difficult to make look exactly the same as what it does on the picture. That, and that. So that's now lifted the window up. We can now place this half a block up, which is definitely a more preferred height. And then maybe just put the roof on top of that? Possibly. Okay, so around the side here, we're going to have... we might as well stay up in the sky here, because this is where the window is. We could have a 2 wide window here. No, I'm gonna stick with the 1 wide window. Put the glass in. Put the surround on it. And then that one. And that one. I have left a white block on either side. The reason why I've done that is because if I had the window moved over a little bit, the green would join up to that green, and I don't think that's going to look all that good. I think I'd prefer to have 1 block of room and just make this section slightly wider maybe than it probably should be. But with the microblocks, we have to sort of let things slide a little bit now and again. Okay, that's good. Forget about the leaves. We'll do those right at the end. That's like a last thing. We then have the second tower, if you like, and 2 wide doorway in there. Might as well put the doorway in, I suppose. Like that. And then there's a little window here, right at the top on this side. I might put that in now. If we think 1 slope for the roof, would that be enough? I think it probably would be. 1 slope for the roof, and then that means that the window probably starts on this level. Oops. I think like that. Now this doesn't have a surround around it on the picture, but for me, I think I'm going to put a surround on it just so it stands out a little bit. I don't like having the 2 blocks visible next to each other, so I'm going to do that. Okay, now round the back, we don't have a back image of, and we don't have an image of the side here. We know that this wall at the front needs to be replicated. Now I left, that's that block. That's the window. That's that block. This one with that one, that one with that one. And I think we had one on the end as well, didn't we? Yes. Daytime, please. Oh, we're building fast today as well. Okay, window, a window. Put those in. 1 along the top. Oops. Along there. And then another one along here. And then we have the windows copied in the same way. So we have 1 window in there. And then 1 window in here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Glass. Well, not glass. Packed ice. Glass for us. That one, that one, that one, that one. That one, that one. That one, that one. And on the bottom here, I might as well still put the detail in since we're going along. Can we do a house from start to finish on camera? Probably not, because the roof's going to take... Well, the roof isn't that hard. In fact, it's one of the easiest roofs we're probably ever going to come across, because it's got a flat roof, which means we just need the slopes around the side and then red blocks in the middle. It'll be really nice looking, but really simple to do as well. Okay, so down the side here, we can see on the picture that there isn't any towers or anything to worry about, and we can tell that it's pretty flat. I tell you what I'm going to do, though. I'm actually going to make this... That's going to be... Well, this needs to be really... Because it's basically square, isn't it? So that's 3 by 4. We could bring it out one? No, that wouldn't look right. That wouldn't look right. Now, we're going to stick with the 3 by 4 for this tower. And then down here. But then I'm going to bring it in one block, just so this tower has a little bit of dimension. So we're going to actually have the back of the house on this layer, all the way down to here. And now let's mark out some imaginary windows that we're going to have in. So we would probably have that being those, that being those, and then that one. That one, how is it going to work out? That one. Ooh, if we just move this over by 1. I should have done this at the start. You always work from the edges in. How did I not... Why did I not do that? Always work from the edges in when spacing out windows. That way, you'll always end up with them being even on either side. Ta-da! Okay, so that'll be the same on the level above. And then on the back here, we'll probably do mirroring windows on the back here, just to make it easier for ourselves. Why make it more difficult than it needs to be? So we'll have that one. And then that one. And there. Yep. And then come to this side. We might as well do the same over here. So we have 2 windows in there. Oops. That one. Is my dog snoring? Yeah, he is. My dog's in here with me today. He decided, I want to come and sit and listen to you play Minecraft. And I said, okay then. So yeah, I'm joined with my dog. He's on the couch at the moment. But he's snoring quietly, at least at the moment. As long as he doesn't get any louder than that, I'll be fine. He can stay at that volume. The microphone won't pick it up. Okay, so this is gonna come along the back here. And then we need maybe another 2 blocks, I think it is. Another 2 layers before we get to the second story. Or is it just 1 block? Yeah, just 1 block, actually. So along here. Again, I think the windows for the second floor are going to match the ones below. I think that does look the best in this case. Sometimes, when building some houses, it's sometimes better to have different windows on the second floor than on the ground floor. But in this case, I tend to go towards them being the same. I think that'll look better. So 2 windows in there. Window there. Window there. Oops. My finger placement isn't too bad today. I'm not making too many mistakes. I might put a window in the middle there. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. Doesn't matter too much. The backs of buildings I'm far less concerned about than the front. The front you always look at. It's the first thing you see. The back gardens really aren't as affected, are they? It might look good just having the gap in there. I'm not sure. Oops. That one. That one. That one. That one. Ooh. I'm not going to go around with the packed ice yet. I shall do that off camera. I think we've wasted enough time. Well, not wasted. We've spent enough time. Wasted. Wow, that's a really strong word to use on your own videos, isn't it? There we go. At the front here, this is the next important part, is there's a little balconette. Now, I have cut down these ones to try and make this balconette like that and like that. That leaves us the little tiny area in the middle. It's not a huge area, I know. Probably take those away and replace those with glass like that. And then white on top. Now, I can't, however, Oh, I can. Can I place these, though? Oh, there. There. Yes. Yes. And there. Did I cut down ones? I didn't cut down the tiny ones. Oh, we were doing so well without having to go back to this crafting table. Ah, that one. Tiny little nooks to go in the corners here. It just squares them off. It's the kind of detail that is really going to make the difference. There we go. Now, is it worth doing like a pattern on here? We can't do it. No, we've only got 4 blocks in order to do it. Now, I can't get those arches that they have on the picture there. So we've got to sort of stick with what we've got. We'll have a surround around the window / door or whatever it is there. Then it's red. Go the right way. A red top here. I do have the red. I think this is my favourite red. For some reason, this red is different to the red on the roof. On our building here on Minecraft, we're going to do the same. But it just seems to be on the picture. This one seems to be redder than that one. Or, you know, a brighter red, at least. Okay, so then we want the clock on top. Now, we've already said that this is going to be a 2x2 clock. So it'll be there and there. We can't get the black in. We can't get hands in. Microblocks don't quite work like that, unfortunately. But that goes above there. And then we have a section of stone. Now, this is going to be the next sort of trickiest part. What we're going to do is we're going to make this into a 4x4 cube to go around there. Then we're going to get these slopes, and we're going to do these upside down to get this enlargement. This is what's going to look really good. I really hope this comes out how it's looking in my head. Like that. And then down this side. How are we doing for time? Okay-ish. Okay-ish. So, stone this up. Around here. We could do a lighter stone, because it's a fairly light grey on the picture, but the trouble is that I really like the texture of stone. I think it's going to go really well with the rest of the colours. That looks really weird, doesn't it? It's like a glitch, doesn't it? Like, it's glitched out at the top. No, we'll fix it. So then we want... I tell you what would look really nice would actually be using Microblocks. I'm going to have to cut these down. If we grab these, cut those down, get these ones and these ones. And then I think if we go on the inside of these, don't worry about that little tiny slab on there. That'll go in a minute. Let's go around here. I really want to try and get some detail in this grey here to get the arch and the little tiny detail bits that are in here. So we have it like that. And then I would really, really like this to go around the outside, because then it doesn't make the edge quite as sharp. So around here. Probably up there as well makes sense. Oops. Like, come on now. Come on now. Stop messing me about. Around here. Careful, careful, careful. I don't know how much of the detail we're going to be able to put in. I'm starting to think now that it might end up looking too big for what we really want. For what it's worth. We might be able to get away with it. And then slabs will go on top here. Right, like that. And then in the middle here, we should be able to get at least some sort of design. Like that one, and that one, and that one. Now, does that look... It doesn't look that chunky. Like, at the moment, it does look chunky. But you got to remember that the roof itself isn't on the building yet, so there's a lot of the building missing. But looking at comparing this to the picture, that's actually a pretty close scale. Okay, wonderful. So we'll have these around the outside, or on the top. And I don't know if the building, the next layer of the white white clay, sorry, or yellowish clay, is the same size as this main pillar block part. Not 100% sure yet. That one. That one. No, not that one. And that one. That's it. That's the one. That one. That one. That one. And that one. That one. That one. That one. And that one. Okay, perfect. So, do we want it the same width? Probably. For the roof, I think it's going to have to be. So then we do another 4x4 square in here. I'm running for time. Okay, last little part then. We'll have this here. Now, there are doors on all four sides here for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. So we can do those. Probably next episode now. Like that. And like that. And then, how are we going to do this next grey part? I think what we're going to do, I don't think we've got enough room or scale in order to do a slope that comes out. Like if we done this whole thing again, I think that's going to be too big. So I think what we're going to do instead is just do these. That was a mix between this and these. These. Around the side. Come on now. That one. That one. That one. That one. And then the roof on top of it. That's going to be a real struggle next episode to work out how that's going to go exactly. Ooh, there we go. Because that's like a really weird tool section. I don't know. That's going to be a real struggle. But the main part, the main skeleton of the house is now in. And it's just a matter of putting basically the roofs on the place. Is that all we've got to do? We might be able to do it this episode. I tell you what. Yeah, we can do it this episode. Why not? Let's squeeze it in. We'll have a little bit of a longer episode. So we want this to be wider. So we need this to be along here. You guys know how to do roofs. I'll probably cut most of this out. But just to start off with here. Oops. Get Get out of here. Stop doing what I don't want you to do. Like that. Take out these middle sections. Oh no. I should just use blocks. Why do I have to be so complicated? Why'd you gotta be so cruel? Okay. So that goes around there. This one we shall do on this height. So I'm going to have to place a block down there. And then put that all the way around. This part, I think, will probably do the same thing, in fact. It'll be perfect. That goes down there with the... On this level? Yeah. On that level. Like that. That wraps all the way around. And I think that's it for the roof. We'll figure out that top part together. For the doors themselves, I've cut down brown and the packed ice. So we can just make up our own door, basically. Obviously, we still can't get an arch in, but we can at least make somewhat of a custom-looking door. And then the ice. Unfortunately, I can't get the divide up the middle. But that that looks good. It at least looks like a door, doesn't it? Now I need this one because it's slightly lighter on the door on the side here. I probably should have done it a block back on that front door like how I'm doing here. I think it'll look a lot better just having it sunk back that slight little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it looks so much better sunk back a little bit. Yeah, I'll do that as well. I'll sink that door back. I'll put the roof on. I should colour it all up. It's a long-winded process, but we'll get that done. And then I shall see where we are. Alright, so, getting towards the end here, very, very close. Where's, oh, chisel, there it is. Chisel? Do I like that? No, I think it should be darker. Let's get rid of that. This one. chisel, chisel. Just twice. Perfect. Oh, that's so good. Okay, so I've put around some spots here for our chiseling to go. One right here. Hit it twice. There, hit it twice. And this just gives us that little bit of brick detail, that the building has. It's just little touches here and there, and it'll just make parts of the building really pop. So we have this one here. I've done the grass, or the bushes, around the side. I think they look fabulous. And then the last little bit is that very tricky, very tricky roof section that I'm a little bit concerned about making look good. I'm nervous about it. I really am. Okay, that one and that one, there and there, and that's all of them. So that just gives us a little bit of detail in the bricks there. Now that looks lovely. Oh, that looks so good. Okay, so top section. Let's grab our red wool. Or red clay. Sorry, it's not wool, is it? And then we need to try and get this weird peak look. Maybe with these around the side. I think this is our best shot at it. Colour these in red. Like that. And then have those there. Maybe one above it. Ooh, and then it's got like a square top. This building gets weirder and weirder. I need to cut those down a couple of times, I think. I'm going to do one cut like this. And then I'm going to do one cut. Oh, no. Oh, I didn't want them. Do that again. One like that. Like that. And that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should give us all the blocks that we need to finish off this top section. So do I want to go one more block higher? Maybe, yeah. Yeah. Okay, one more block higher. And then we go around the outside with... That looks so big, though. Oh, yeah, that looks way too tall. No, take it away. See, doing it like this, it makes this top square section huge. Absolutely massive. But I think it's our only option. I don't think that we have another one in Minecraft. So, like that. Yeah, that looks okay, actually. That looks a lot better than I thought. Alright, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now, there is a tiny little step to get into the place. So I know it's like 3 layers on the picture. We don't have that amount of detail in Minecraft, so we're gonna go with something maybe like that, and then like that to give us that sort of round feel. Do you know what I mean? Like it's rounded on the front. That's pretty good. Oh, and one more bush over here. Grab that. Grab that. And it looks to be like a pretty thick looking bush here. So I'm going to put those in there. And like that. And then just... Why do leaves sound so loud? So loud. I'm going to do it like that. Just so we get that little sort of corner part missing. And then I can hear my stomach rumbling. I hope that the microphone didn't pick that up. Otherwise that'll be really embarrassing. Okay, there we go. So a bush around there as well. Anything else that we've missed? I know there's little things holding this up diagonally, but obviously we can't do diagonal blocks in Minecraft, so we don't need to worry about that. I think that looks so cool. That is so close to what we need. To what we were going for. I love it. I absolutely love it. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode, whoever's house this is. Let me know in the comment section below if there was a character assigned to this house or not. Anyway,